Hey, A-Team, have y'all seen Mr. Goob from Pomona? Tell him Timtonic Nemo said what's up, though.
How y'all doing? Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the Battle of Los Angeles. Most of your ancestors, if you grew up in the 40s in Los Angeles, you probably heard of it. 1,000 artillery shells were shot at an object in the sky and didn't bring it down. Y'all check this video out.
Humans have reported unexplained objects in the sky for as long as we have existed. From the east, ancient Sanskrit texts describe flying craft, vimana, flying chariots or palaces used by the gods capable of crossing the sky at speed and destroying cities from above. From the west, the prophet Ezekiel describes fire descending from a whirlwind and wheels within wheels sparkling like diamonds in the sun. On the road to Damascus, Saul of Tarsus is struck to the ground by a light so intense it blinds him for 3 days. He rises a different man, the Apostle Paul, and changes the world. Later, Renaissance painters quietly hide saucer-shaped objects in the clouds above their sacred scenes. And long before any of it, in the remote Kimberley region of Australia, Aboriginal rock paintings tens of thousands of years old depict the Wandjina, large halo-headed beings, vast dark eyes, descending from the sky. Every culture, every continent, every era. We called them gods, angels, and miracles, words used by people who had no other vocabulary for what they were seeing. Then came the machine age. Our vocabulary changed, and yet we still ran out of explanations. It begins during the Second World War. In February 1942, just months after Pearl Harbor, radar operators in Los Angeles picked up an unidentified object moving in from the Pacific. Searchlights converged over the city. Anti-aircraft guns opened fire, sending over 1,400 shells into the night sky. Something hung there in the beams, apparently unharmed. The official explanation shifted within days. Weather balloons, mass hysteria, jittery nerves. But the photograph published in the Los Angeles Times the following morning showed searchlights locked onto a dark, solid shape above the city. Whatever it was, it had not been brought down, and whatever it was, it had chosen to appear over the largest urban center on the American West Coast in the middle of a war.
Anti-aircraft guns went into action against unidentified aircraft in the Los Angeles area shortly after 3 a.m. Pacific wartime this morning. The anti-aircraft guns began barking during a blackout ordered by the 4th Interceptor Command at 2:25 a.m. The unidentified object, which some sources thought might be a blimp, moved slowly down the Pacific coast from Santa Monica and disappeared south of Long Beach. Army officials declined to comment on the possibility that the object might have been a blimp. However, it required nearly 30 minutes to travel some 25 miles, far slower than an airplane. Watchers on the rooftop of the Columbia Broadcasting Building in the heart of Hollywood could plainly see the flashes of guns and searchlights sweeping the skies in a wide arc along the coastal area. Concussion of the shells could be felt in downtown Los Angeles, 15 miles away. U.S. Army planes quickly took to the dark skies, but whether they contacted the object has not been announced. Army officials say they will not comment until they receive a full report of the action. Although some watchers say they saw airplanes in the air, semi-official sources say they probably were the U.S. Army's pursuit. Several observers say they saw one or more planes spotlighted by 20 or 30 searchlights. The object moved southward, presumably over Huntington Park at the western edge of Los Angeles, and on southward to about Long Beach on the coast. By 3:30 a.m., observers said the object appeared to be over the south of Long Beach. Searchlights closely followed the object down the coast and kept it centered in their glare. Shells frequently could be seen bursting near the object, but none appeared to hit it. The shooting stopped about 3:30 a.m. The shooting brought warfare to the front door of this city of 1.25 million population for the first time since December 7th. Already it was alert to the presence off the Southern California coast of a Japanese submarine which had pumped 25 shells into an oil field north of Santa Barbara Monday evening. Because of the presence of the submarine, a 3-hour alert was ordered at dusk last night, and civilian authorities stood at their posts while the Army and Navy continued their search for the submersible. The evening alert ended at 10:23 p.m., but another was sounded at 2:22 a.m., and the blackout followed within 3 minutes. It covered Los Angeles County from Santa Monica to Pomona. At 2:27, all Southern California radio stations were ordered off the air, except those in San Diego. Approximately 20 minutes after the firing died down, the ship returned and headed westward from Long Beach toward Santa Monica. The guns went into action again, hurling round after round of shells at the object. The second barrage appeared to be closer to downtown Los Angeles, since watchers could hear the concussion of the guns more clearly, and the flash of bursting shells was brighter. Then the ship disappeared for the second time over the ocean. We return you now to CBS in New York.
Right, there you have it. Actual occurrence, 1942 over Los Angeles. You can go check it out in the archives. There's a lot of videos about it. It actually happened. And they didn't bring the object down. Hey, if y'all like the video, man, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let's try to get to 2,000. Peace, I'm out.